Hello and welcome back to Ultima 7, the Black Gate and Forge of Virtue. So, we're in Turfin, and we're in the Turfin mine, from which I would like to egress right now, but there's a bat trying to attack us. To arms! That's enough, we don't need to kill anything else. And I thought we were all done here, but oh, maybe we actually didn't even check out the whole mine, did we? I don't think we checked out down here. Certainly a bunch of explosives. Empty barrels. Okay. So I thought we were actually done on Turfin, but we're not. We didn't end up making it to the tavern to talk to the tavern keeper, or innkeeper, or whatever. We referred to him a bunch. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. We've definitely been here. Have we spoken to you? To give you greetings, human. Oh, yes, we have. That's Sarpling. We already know. We already told him we found his note. Looks like we've been in here. We have. We've not been down here. Sounds like we've found the inn, or the tavern, or both. To greet you, human, the gargoyle says to Dupre, to ask how well the study is progressing. Why, 'tis progressing nicely, friend Forbrack. What study? Why, surely thou hast heard of the famous guides compiled for Brommer? I have, but I'll be tarred if there's one detailing various drinking establishments. Well, yes, 'tis something new. Now, how about a drink? New? 'Tis about as new as my backside, mutters Shamino. It's interesting because they're referencing the book that Dupre is putting of all the drinking establishments in Britannia, but they also reference Brommer's, like encyclopedias or whatever. Actually, I don't think they're encyclopedias, but like the Guide to Flora and Guide to Fauna that we've read. Anyways, the gargoyle tending bar lifts a tankard to you. Name. To be Forbrack. Job. He gestures around the room with an open hand. To serve food and drink at the Hall of Refreshment. Forbrack? To mean strong arm in the language of gargoyles. Gargoyles. Excuse me. To know many of the residents in town, and some of the troubles. Troubles? To know of only two, to see the conflict between the shrines and the fellowship, and to know of the struggles of the wingless ones. We haven't heard much about the wingless versus the winged struggle in Turfin, I don't think. To watch wingless friends be discontented with their lot, to wonder why, but to never ask. To talk to the healer and the trainer. To expect they will have seen evidence if there is evidence to be seen. Trainer. To be named Inforlem. To be very strong. Healer. To be named Inmanelem. We've met both of them. I can't remember if we spoke to them about that conflict. I don't remember. Shrine versus fellowship. To believe there are disagreements between the old philosophy and the new. To expect no violence, but to ask you to seek the trainer and healer, to know they are observant and may have seen something. To also suggest you speak with members of the fellowship. Yeah. Members? To recommend you talk to their leader and their clerk. Clerk. To be extremely violent, he shakes his head. To be named Runeb, which means red mist. Yes, we've heard and seen. To be all that he leaves of a foe after combat. Not this time. To be dead now, though. That's true. Leader. To be very friendly. To be called Quan. Yeah, what do you know of the residents? To know many gargoyles. To want to know about some of them? Sure. To be sure you already know our leader. To wonder if you have met Terragus, our learning, or the learning center head. To be more practical, you may need the provisioner. He nods his head. Have we met the provisioner? No. To be called Betra. To be one of the two shopkeepers. To say the other is Sarpling, whom we've met. Sarpling. To know him little, and to have never been in his shop, and therefore to be unable to tell you what he sells. To know his name means Snake Tongue. That doesn't sound suspicious at all. Ah, Terragus. To be a sage, to be very well educated, like Quaven, to live here a long time. Learning center. To be a wonderful place to gain knowledge and exercise, to be managed by a gargoyle named Quaven. To be very educated, this Quaven. Also to be wingless, like Silamo. Silamo? To be the gardener who lives to the east of the mountains. Did we meet him? Okay, we don't want to buy anything, so bye. To wish you well, human. I can't remember if we went to the east of the mountains. Any food we can take? What's this? We've read that. Nothing fun. Provisioner. Ooh, we will take the healing potion. Is this cargo jewelry? Yeah. And we will take the mutton. Right, we're just in there. There's Betra. Lots of provisions. Ooh, I'll take that. Right in front of him. Ooh, we'll take those too. Dupre, you take the bandages for now. Since Janna can't carry anymore, as per usual. Janna, you're not even a great pack mule at a certain point. That's probably my fault for leveling you wrong. Okay. Where'd you go? Hello. The gargoyle welcomes you by making a sweeping motion with his open hand. Name. To be named Betra. To be new to Turfin? Yeah. To tell you to talk to Terragus, the sage or Forbrak, the tavern keeper, for more information about town. To help with building locations and residents. Noted. Well, I guess I'm just going to start asking you about residents. Quaven? He smiles at the mention of the name. To be a likable young gargoyle. He wants you to join the fellowship. To join the fellowship? He shakes his head. To be an organization not for me. To be quite happy as I am, devoted to the altars. To believe Quaven to have been misled by the others in the fellowship. To not trust them, especially Sarpling. Tell me about Sarpling. To trust him as far as I could throw him, and to certainly throw him as far as I could. And the altars. To have heard the rumors about destroying the altars. To be upset, but to have no evidence. To know that only 2 gargoyles have easy access to such weapons. To be one of those gargoyles, and to know Sarpling is the other. Ah, so this is how we're supposed to get turned in that direction. You were misled? To believe that there is a deceit from the fellowship, and to expect that it is not what it appears. That is not what it appears. To believe promises of happiness made when Quaven first joined came true from Quaven himself, not the fellowship. What? To believe promises of happiness made when Quaven first joined the fellowship came true from Quaven himself, not the fellowship. So he was happy. I don't really understand that. Tell me about. Did we ask you your job? I don't think we did. To be the seller of provisions. We don't need to buy anything. What does your name mean? To be the word for small valor. And what do you think of Turfin? To be the town set aside for us gargoyles who wish to reside in our own culture. Culture? To have many things unique to our race, other than our appearance, that distinguished us from humans. To be different, but also equal. Set aside. To have been put here by the humans. To be permitted to leave and also to reside elsewhere, but to know that many humans do not like us. Dislike. To be very ironic. To say that the only town with an equal number of humans and gargoyles is the one where most racial conflicts occur. Where the most racial yeah. He shrugs. To have been unwise, perhaps, to put so many differences together. To be sad times. Sad times indeed. Okay. Bye. To wish you safe travels, human. Alright. So, that is everyone, I believe, except for maybe the person to the east of the mountains. We'll just fly over and check now, because then we're going to go check out the Sultan. Did we lift off? There we go. Probably should check for another entrance to the mountain too. Oh, is it? Oh, there he is. Let's talk. Did we talk to you? I don't remember. No, we did not. You see a frowning gargoyle. Name. To be named Salamo. Job. To be the gardener. He shrugs. Nothing more. He does not seem to be interested in speaking with you. Salamo. To know my name if I were winged. He scowls at you. Okay, bye. To get back to work. Okay. So, let's take a look at our map. So I think this is the Sultan's Island. So basically straight northwest, if that is it. But first, let me check out our weapons situation here. Sentry has our weapons, question mark? Yeah, not great. Okay, so first we're actually going to go back to Britain. Is there a cave here? I feel like there's another cave here. We didn't get to all of this in the mine. Suspicious. Okay. Anyways, we're going back to Britain. Why don't we do it? No, we're not going to use the sending stones. We're just going to do it. The reason we have to do this is because I remember a little something about getting this ring back, and I would rather save us the time and prepare for it now. We're gonna go to the ship, because the ship, I hope, is where I put our extra weapons. Aha. Okay. Alright, so these are our weapon options. Great dagger. We definitely want the great dagger. We're gonna give Dupre glass sword. We're gonna give me a glass sword. Okay, we got a couple two-handed swords. Spark gets a two-handed sword. Shamina already has a two-handed sword. Jana, doesn't matter. Sarah, we need you to have something too. None of these will work. Oh, assist. Sort of defense is not gonna work. Alright. We'll figure something else out. We'll figure something out for you, Sarah. To Spectrin we go. Okay, so down this way. Whence we came. That's Buccaneers down. Okay, so south, still southwest. Excuse me. Almost there. Aha. Found it. Just open. Oh, just opens. Oh, oh. Is this him? I guess so. You see a nobleman all alone with a demented gleam in his eye. Who in blazes art thou? The man asks. His attitude is that of someone who was just interrupted from something terribly important. I am the Avatar. Of course thou art, and I am the evil spirit of Mondane, come back to wreak havoc over all Britannia. Funny, thou dost not look like an avatar. Thou dost look like a fool. What can I do for thee, Mr. Fool? He turns to his right and speaks to no one. What? Oh, really? Thou dost think this avatar looks like the real thing? I doubt it, Lucinda. I doubt it very much. He turns back to you and grins. Name. The nobleman looks at you with impatience. I am Martingo, the Sultan of Spectrin. Is that all right with thee? He rolls his eyes. He turns to his right side and whispers again to an imaginary person. I believe we have an ignoramus on our hands. Job? I am the Sultan of Spectrin. What is thy brain, the size of a pea? Do not answer. 'Twas a rhetorical question. He turns to his left side and whispers again to an imaginary person. Dost thou not think his brain is the size of a pea? I do. He giggles conspiratorially with his invisible friend. Martingo then pulls out a banana and begins to peel it. Okay. Banana? Oh, forgive my manners. Wouldst thou like a banana? Yes. Well, it shall cost thee 3 gold coins. Still want one? No. That's a relief. I only had one left. Spectrum? 'Tis the island thou dost stand upon. He turns to the invisible person on his left and whispers, Thou art correct. This person really is a fool. Martingo turns back to you. As I said, I am the Sultan here. I am the master of all these subjects. He gestures around the room. Iola whispers to you, This fellow is quite daft. Be careful. Sultan? Come on, do not insult mine intelligence. Surely thou dost know what a sultan is. Canst not thou see mine harem? No. Martingo looks bewildered. Then thou must have thine eyes examined. I'm surrounded by 10. He looks around quickly. No, 11 beautiful women. Each day I enjoy a different one. Thou canst not imagine how much fun being a sultan really is. He leans over and kisses an invisible cheek. Today I am enjoying Lucinda. He grins broadly. Okay, Lucinda. She's beautiful, is she not? Martingo leans over and sticks his tongue in an ear that isn't there. Then how do we know it's an ear? Ugh. Okay, can I have the ring or what? Martingo looks suspicious. Art thou wanting to steal mine ethereal ring? He turns to his imaginary friend and whispers, Thou art right. Our guest looks like a thief. He turns back to you and smiles. Yes, I do have an ethereal ring. I purchased it from the king of the gargoyles. What was his name? He leans toward the invisible companion on his right. What? Oh, yes, Draxinusum. I knew it all the time. He turns back to you. It's in my vault. Yeah, we heard a little bit about your vault. Super safe or something? Martingo's eyes light up. My vault is the most protected vault in all Britannia. No one, and I repeat, no one can steal anything from my vault. I have many fine treasures there. He turns to Lucinda and bites a non-existent earlobe. Again. I mean, I guess that'd be maybe easier to tell. You say it's protected, eh? The vault's security is my secret. Feel free to try and enter it. In fact, I dare thee. If thou canst succeed in getting inside, thou art welcome to take anything. Martingo laughs. All thou dost need is the key. He laughs with his imaginary harem, as if they were all laughing with him. I'm sure thou wilt find it. He breaks up, laughing so hard that tears begin to fall down his cheeks. Treasures. I collect magical items. The vault is full of them, including this ring thou dost mention. Okay, great. Bye. Fine. Go away. It shall do thee good. Alright, now. Okay, I think we got enough time to give this a try. So, this is his vault. I'm going to save, because it's possible I got this wrong in my preparation. Oh, what's going on? There we go. So, let's give it a go. Why did I get all laggy? Creepy. Oh, and attack! We got it! Glass swords for the win. Okay, so that was a stone harpy. And the stone harpy is like one of the most, I think yeah, that's right, we read about it somewhere recently, and it's super dangerous and powerful, and can only, I'm not entirely sure if it's unaffected by magical damage or if you just need the glass sword, but I'm pretty sure it's not magical damage, so that's why I wanted to give everybody non-magical weapons and or glass swords. So we came in and we one-shotted the bastard. Haha. And got the key and have unlocked the door, and I think we'll wait until next time to see what, if anything else, the Sultan has in his vault. See you then.